Louis van Gaal knew he was finished at Manchester United in a shock phone call from his successor Jose Mourinho, writes David McDonnell. Van Gaal was finally sacked on Monday after 2 years in charge, with former Chelsea boss Mourinho set to replace him on a 3-year deal. But it has emerged Mourinho rang the Dutchman, with whom he worked at Barcelona, himself to admit United had sounded him out about the Old Trafford job. Mourinho is said to have made the call in the last couple of weeks to preserve his long-standing friendship with Van Gaal, and to ensure there was no ill feeling when it emerged he was the man United wanted. Until that point, the 64-year-old had defiantly dismissed the notion that he would be sacked with a year remaining on his contract, believing he would see out his 3-year deal. But Mourinho's call, confirming United's approach, left Van Gaal in no doubt he was a dead man walking, even if he secured a top 4 spot to ensure Champions League football next season, and won the FA Cup. In the event, Van Gaal's Reds finished 5th, and even his FA Cup final success, the club's first trophy since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013, was not enough to save him, as he paid the price for United's regression on his watch. The Dutchman was informed of his fate by Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward in a face-to-face meeting at the club's own training complex shortly after 9:30 a.m. on Monday. His backroom staff, consisting of Frans Hoek, Albert Stuivenberg and Max Reckers, were also informed their contracts were being terminated. Woodward thanked Van Gaal for his work over the past 2 years, but said he felt the squad needed new leadership and had decided to make the change. Van Gaal, although frustrated at the decision, is understood to have accepted it with good grace and then spent the next few hours discussing his severance package with lawyers. Mourinho is expected to be confirmed as the new boss on Wednesday, with his agent Jorge Mendes having flown to Manchester to conclude a heavily incentivized £45 million deal. It is understood the Special One's basic salary will be £10 million a year, with that figure potentially rising to £15 million on the completion of success-related clauses. Mourinho is understood to have met Woodward last week, when he was given assurances he would have total control of team affairs without any external interference. The former Porto, Chelsea, Inter Milan and Real Madrid boss is said to have demanded autonomy over United's transfer policy, team selection and scouting network before agreeing to take charge. Former United defender and England assistant boss Gary Neville has been linked with a coaching role under Mourinho. Neville, sacked as Valencia boss earlier this season, will be part of the England setup at 2016 Euro but could be tempted back to United by Mourinho. Ryan Giggs has still not given up on his dream of being Manchester United manager, writes John Cross. United legend Giggs is set to leave Old Trafford with the arrival of Jose Mourinho. Read more, Giggs another victim as Brits become managerial untouchables. The 42-year-old, who has been Van Gaal's assistant, has been offered a lesser role in the new coaching setup, but is understood to be ready to leave United and end his 29-year association with the club. It is believed the Welshman wants to gain experience and return as a top-class manager.